guys, it's Tahira, and today I'm doing a end of the year book haul. This is gonna be my last book haul of the year, and I haven't done a book haul in a while, and these are basically all the books I've accumulated actually over the past 6 months, so like from around May or June up until now. So I have like 15 books to talk about, which is not a lot for a 6-month book haul, but I don't know, I've been slowing down my book buying quite a lot in the recent months. So yeah, let's just talk about all the books I've gotten over the past half year. So jumping right in, the first book that I got was Ghost of the Shadowhunter Market by Cassandra Clare and some other co-authors. This is an anthology of stories surrounding the Shadow Market, which is this underground downworlder market in the Shadowhunter world where they sell and buy magical items. And it follows the story of Brother Zachariah, aka Jem Carstairs, and it's just a few short stories about that. Yeah, I actually haven't read this book yet. I'm usually like pretty quick with reading Cassandra Clare books just because she's my favorite author, but this time I haven't actually gotten a chance to read it. Maybe it's just because it's an anthology and I don't know, I'm more motivated to start a story that's like a full story and not like an anthology like this, but I hope to get to it really soon. The next book that I got was The Whitby Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. So The Whitby Fire on High follows our main character Imani, who is a teen mother to a 2-year-old girl, and I think she's 2 years old, and she has to deal with a lot of tough things in her life, but she really loves cooking, which is, by the way, a hobby that I haven't seen much of in YA. Like, that's fantastic. I only ever see things like art and music sometimes, but I've never seen cooking, so seeing it described in a way where someone's like in love with cooking, that was like a really interesting experience. I don't know, I've never seen anything like it, but yeah, I really love this book. I've actually already read it. I feel like I've talked about it in a wrap-up. I don't remember which one, but yeah, it was a really good book, and I just loved the writing, and I haven't read The Poet X yet, but I really want to read it after reading this. The next book that I got was On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. This is actually just the dust jacket because my sister's actually reading it. I actually already read this book, but this follows our main character, Bree, and her father was a really famous rapper, and now she wants to rap, and she one day goes viral with a video of her rapping, and she kind of has to deal with that situation. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I love Angie Thomas. Everyone knows The Hate U Give, which was her debut novel. Everyone loved it so much. I really enjoyed it, and one thing I really enjoyed was that there was like lyrics of the raps that Brie created, which I think was really cool because I've never really seen anything like it. But yeah, overall I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and yeah, I can't believe that my Angie Thomas collection is growing. The next book I got was Mirage by Sumaya Dodd. I've already read this as well. You know, some books I'm really good with picking up like right as I buy them, and some of them just stay sitting on my shelf for a really long time. But yeah, this one I've actually already read. I don't remember what star rating I gave it, but it was an okay book. I liked it for the most part. There were just a few iffy moments that I didn't like. But, you know, I really love this cover. I think it's gorgeous. It's like purple with like gold foil. It's really pretty. It follows our main character Imani, who is basically living in the world dominated by the brutal Vathek Empire, and they lead a very strict regime. And one day she's actually taken by the regime because she looks exactly like the princess. The princess is very much hated by the public, and the reason that Imani was taken was so that she could play her and portray her in public events, that the real princess would not get injured. I thought it had really interesting topics about colonialism. The only thing I really didn't like was there was like a weird sci-fi aspect with it. I didn't really understand it, and it didn't really fit with the story, but overall I enjoyed it. The next book I got was Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Spin the Dawn follows a girl named Maya who lives in this world where she's working for her father's shop, and she's a tailor or a seamstress, and she wants to be the greatest tailor in the land, but she cannot because she is a girl. But one day a royal messenger comes, and he is looking for her father, but her father is ailing and sick and he cannot go, and her brother is not able to go either, so she disguises herself as her brother and goes in place of her father for this competition to become the imperial tailor. And then she goes on this road trip like a little way into the book where she has to find these 3 like materials to make these 3 magic dresses. Anyway, I thought this was a really good book. Again, tailor, seamstress, that is a hobby I've never really seen. in a YA novel, and it was just the way the author described clothes and colors and different textures of clothing was just absolutely beautiful, and just I could see everything in my mind so clearly, and that's what I really loved about this book. Yeah, this is not a wrap up. If you want, I've also read this. I probably have mentioned it in some wrap up. I don't remember which one, but yeah, I got this book, and it has a really pretty cover as well. It's just all these covers nowadays are just so gorgeous. It's just amazing. Next book that I got was Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. This is the second book to the Nevermore series, and I really love Nevermore. Nevermore is a middle grade novel, but I really enjoyed it, and this is the sequel. I haven't gotten a chance to get around to it yet, but I'm hoping to soon. It's just that with school, like literally this semester, the reason I wasn't making any videos is because I decided that with school, senior year, college applications, I just did not find any time to make videos. But now that the semester is over, today actually was my last final, I finally have time to film. Anyway, long story short, I have more time in the second semester to read. I feel like my reading has been slowed down a little too, but I'm hoping to get this really soon is what I'm trying to say. Next book I got was Wilder Girls by Rory Power. So this book follows these group of girls that live on this island, and basically they are trapped on this island and this school because there is this mysterious like sickness disease going around called the tox. And then one of the girls named Bayek goes missing, and one of the other girls, Hetty, goes out to look for her, and then they discover a bunch of different things, and it's just basically, it's supposed to be a Lord of the Flies retelling, I'm pretty sure, like a loose retelling. And it was kind of funny because I was actually reading Lord of the Flies in school at the exact same time that I was reading Wilder Girls, so it was kind of an interesting experience. But this book overall, I liked it. There were just some moments where I was like, I don't know what's going on. Again, this cover is so cool, like artistically, like her face is just so cool. Next is a book that's actually been out for a while, but I've been wanting to read it for a really long time, and that is Antidark by Kirsten White. Ever since this book first came out, I've been really wanting to pick it up, and then I'm pretty sure the trilogy is finished now. I went to Half Price Books and I saw this, and of course I had to pick it up because I've been wanting to read it for a really long time, and I never remembered why I never picked it up. But yeah, I'm really excited. I've heard pretty good things about this trilogy overall, and it sounds really cool, and I know it's been out for a really long time, but I'm excited to read it after so long. Then I got Sadie by Courtney Summers. I've also been wanting to read this for a really long time. I'm pretty sure it follows some, not podcast, it's like some true crime thing with the murder of a girl. I heard the audiobook is really good, but the sad thing is that I don't really like audiobooks. Like, just something about listening and just sitting there listening, or even just like doing some mindless task and listening, just doesn't appeal to me. I just kind of like immersing myself in a book, like physically reading. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I've also heard really great things about this, so yeah, I'm really excited. Next, I got Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab, and for this book, I actually went to one of her book signing stops for her tour, and I got my book signed by her, which was really cool. Yeah, this book is the second in the, I don't know what the series is called, but the first one was called City of Ghosts. I guess the City of Ghosts series, I don't know what it's called, but it follows the first book follows this girl named Cassidy Blake who is able to see ghosts after a near-death experience, and her parents are also, they can't see ghosts, but they're kind of like supernatural, like hunters, and they're interested in that sort of thing. So they actually get a show booked about their findings, and they go to Edinburgh, which is supposed to be the most haunted places in the world, and there Cassidy meets some not so nice ghosts, and she learns more about her powers. So the second book actually follows Cassidy Blake in Paris, and each book I think is set in a new city, and she just basically has new events and occurrences and shenanigans in each new city. This one actually, they went to the Paris catacombs, and Victoria was talking about it on her tour, and it just sounds like such a cool place. Like now I really want, like whenever I go to Paris, I really want to make sure I go to the catacombs because it sounds amazing. I really enjoyed this. I really love Victoria Schwab's middle grade, like every book I love of hers, so yeah, I've already read it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's been so long, I feel like I'm forgetting how to talk in a video. Anyway, next book I got was Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which is her new adult, not like her a new adult book, like a brand new adult book that she recently came out with, and it's her first adult book, and it follows this girl named Galaxy Stern who goes to Yale, and she has this past, and there's like some murder mystery, and it's just, it's ghosts and secret societies in Yale, and it's really cool. I give this book 3 out of 5 stars. Actually, I was really hoping to love it more, but the pacing was a little off, and there were just like big chunks where nothing would happen, and then something would happen, and then big chunks of nothing happening, and then something, a lot of stuff happening. It was just the pacing was a little off. So yeah, overall, but it sounded really cool. I think this is the first in a series, so I am interested in picking up the second book. I'm really excited. Leigh Bardugo is one of my other favorite authors. She's like, I love her Grishaverse books, and I've never read anything of hers that's not Grishaverse, so it was interesting to read like a new genre. The cover is also cool, you know, the book Snake is on here, the YA Snake. But yeah, overall it was an okay book, but I'm still excited for the second one. This next book, there was so much hype about this on the internet, and it just made me 10 times more excited to read it, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Red, White, and Royal Blue follows the main character Alex, and he is the son of the President of the United States, who is, by the way, a girl. Something that we hopefully will see in our real future. But anyway, Alex he goes to England for some royal thing, and then there's some rift that happens between him and the Prince of England, Henry, and in order to like remediate that, they're told to form this fake like Instagrammable friendship to show the world that everything's fine, and those fake friendship type things turned into a real romance, which is so cute. It was just a light romance, and I just really loved it. It was so cute. I'm just really excited to have it in my possession after hearing so many great things about it. Next book I got was The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. This is the book that I'm actually currently reading, and the dust jacket, I just have the dust jacket because I read with the dust jacket off. But yeah, this book follows Celine and vampires in New Orleans and this like secret like underground court thing. I don't know exactly, I'm kind of confused about it as I'm reading it. It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, this book is just about vampires, and people say that this book is bringing vampires back after Twilight, but who knows? I think that the writing is pretty good, and I think like the overall plot is, I don't know if it's actually started yet, even though I'm already like 200 pages through the book. I don't know if it's actually started yet. Yeah, I'll talk about more in my wrap up, but yeah, I have this book. I think I found it in Half Price Books. Yeah, I found it in Half Price Books, and it just was a signed copy, which is really cool. The next book that I'm so excited about, because it is A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. And this book was kindly sent to me for free by Penguin Teen, because I'm part of the influencer like program database thing. So yeah, that's really cool. My first book by a publisher. One of our main characters, 16-year-old Eva, is a princess, and she has this dark magic in her that hasn't been seen for generations in her kingdom. And the last known practitioner of this dark magic was this queen named Queen Reyna, and she basically brutally massacred a lot of people, including her own sisters, and thus that started the rival heir tradition. And basically having the same like dark magic as this dark queen clearly has some negative connotations to it, but now this Princess Eva, has to face her sister Issa to the battle to the death. Basically, they're battling to the death for this queen position, which I've never read anything like it, and it seems like pretty dark. I'm really excited to read it. It sounds super interesting. And the last book I'm going to be talking about today is Supernova by Marissa Meyer. This book, I actually also went to her book stop in Kepler's Books, actually in Menlo Park, and she personalized and signed it, which was really cool again. This is the third book to the Renegades trilogy, which I love. I've read the first 2 books, Renegades and Arch Enemies, and I've loved both of them so much, and I haven't started this yet. I really want to soon. All of the books I haven't read, I want to start them soon, okay? But yeah, I'm really excited, and I can't wait to pick it up soon. Anyway, that is it for my end of year book haul. Let me know down below what is your favorite book that you've read in the past half year, as I would love to know. But that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!